Here's what you do, nuts and bolts, starting now, to make sure that you have all the leads you need, okay? First off, you need to know how to tell your story better. The way Diana Needham gave us a fantastic example of how to tell your story about what you do. We went down that track, but then we got distracted. Please write this down first. You know how, dot, dot, dot. And skip a couple lines and write the words, well, comma, what I do is, dot, dot, dot. And skip a few lines and then write the words, so that they can, dot, dot, dot. You know how so many businesses, they have so much technology, telephones, credit card readers, they have all of these things, and it just, a lot of times, it's just a hassle for them, or it's an expensive hassle for them. Well, what I do is I show them another option where they can have this done lots more simply and a lot more affordably than it's ever been before, so that they can focus on what actually earns them money instead of the things that don't earn them money, or so that they can actually relax when it comes to this and maximize their dollars. Now, understand the science of what I just did. The first part, when someone asks you what you do, or when you're introducing your service, whether it's in print or in person, or online or wherever, the first part is you know how. That is your opportunity to introduce a problem that you solve. That's what you make in those spaces there. The first part, you're introducing a problem that you solve. You know how folks want to network and meet with and socialize with their type of people who do similar things to them. Well, what I do is offer membership at this club here, where there will be people like they want to associate with, so that they can meet the people that they want to meet, or so that they can do this and that and the other. Now the second part, the first part is introducing a problem that you solve. The second part is you're introducing yourself as a solution to the problem. You're introducing yourself as a solution to the problem. Well, what I do is, you're introducing yourself as a solution to the problem that you solve in part number one. And then that third part is the big part and the most important part, which is the part that everyone left off except for Diane in your intro, actually. This is the part that makes you money. The third part, so that they can, is the big payoff of working with you. The big payoff. Amateur salespeople, inexperienced salespeople, you mentioned it earlier, telling and all that stuff. They tell, this is what we got, this is the greatest things in sliced bread, da, 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 but they never ask anybody to give it a try. The big payoff of working with you, the great big benefit, the so that they can focus on what actually earns them money versus the things that just frustrate them. Okay? If I'm selling what Nick sells. So that they can maximize the dollars that they do bring into the home, so that they can start building wealth instead of just paying bills. So that they can take care of their children even when they're gone. So that they can demonstrate the love they have for each other by taking care of each other. That so that they can is the big benefit of working with you. The big payoff of working with you. Also, with this formula right here, even if the person you're talking to is not a candidate for your services, now they can refer you because they know enough. This is your story. Do you like your story? This very formula is your story. Do you like it? Brother Todd, do you like this story? Brother Joe?
I love it.
Sister Catherine?
I do.
Yes, sir. You do. Be good. This is your story. Okay? Now, if I'm coaching you, and I'm going to tell you what you should do. First thing, your first homework assignment is to figure out a way to tell your story, and this is your story, to at least one new person a day that you choose to go to work. So if you don't work on Sundays, you don't have to do it on Sunday. But on all the days that you work, you got to figure out a way with your own personal creativity and initiative to tell that story to one new person a day. One. Once you figure out a way to easily tell one new person a day your story, then you're going to figure out how to tell 2 new people a day your story. until you get up to the place where you're telling 4 new people a day your story. 4 new people a day your story is the can't fail sales formula. If you will tell your story to 4 new people a day, you cannot fail in the world of sales no matter what you sell. You tell it to 4 new people a day and you work 5 days a week. That's 20 new people a week hear your story. That's 80 new people a month hear your story. That's 160 new people in 2 months hear your story. You cannot fail, even if you do it poorly. The point is the discipline, listen up. The point is the discipline of doing it daily. The stuff you do daily is much, 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 much more important than the stuff you do every once in a while. I promise you. If you can do it daily, tell at least one new person.
Consistency. Well,
Yes.
I read a lot of
If you
books.
don't tell 1 new person a day your story, here, listen to me. If you are unwilling to, because you all can, if you're unwilling to tell your story to 1 new person a day, then you are not yet serious about being successful in selling your services. That's how plain and Jane I see it. Okay? You gotta tell your new story to 1 new person a day.